Poon. What? Hi, welcome, Violet. Welcome. Sorry, I was gone. I was silly and gone. Well, that's not true. I was desperately trying to get my phone to connect to the laundry machine. That was what was actually happening. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you. I hope you had a good stream. I hope that you all have a good night as well. Hello. I don't know if you guys have this issue in any of where you guys live, but I was having a bunch of tech issues. The first one was that I updated my OBS. God, horrible mistake. horrible mistake to make. I updated my OBS and then I couldn't figure out how to use it. And then I had to do my laundry, meaning turn it over, and my phone wasn't connecting to the Wi-Fi enough. Don't fix what isn't broken? Well, when I read they were like, oh, this is an update. I've actually read what it was like saying it was updating, and I was like, oh, like the audio mixer is better in this new version? Well, I love audio. Let me fix my audio mixer by updating OBS. And then I couldn't figure out what to do. So, anyway, yeah. You know, I was just taking a little risk. I mean, it's not like it's broken, it's just like vertical, and I wasn't realizing how to reconnect my like music because it wasn't playing. But you know, that's life. But I hope that you all had an amazing day. Today, we're going to be drawing, so if you don't know who she is, my genmate, Rina Lunette. I wish I lived with Rina. That'd be kind of sick. My genmate, Rina, I've been doing a collection of streams. Oh my god, the reveal, I know. I wish I lived with Rina. That'd be kind of sick. She's very responsible. She'd probably get me to, like, actually do things on time. St. Patrick's Day was pretty good, but it's freezing cold. Oh my god, is it St. Patrick's Day? Wait, are you for real? It's today? Oh, I had no idea. I hope you had a good St. Patrick's Day. I had no idea. I 100,000% forgot. I didn't leave my house today. I was supposed to work in person, but then the person I had a meeting with today canceled, so then I was like, well then, I'll work remotely. So, I didn't have to go to work in person, so I worked at home. Which meant that I also had extra time once, like, my shift ended so that I could, like, actively, like, work on projects. So also, if my voice sounds, like, weaker today, I apologize. The reason we're doing this stream is, oh my gosh, my mic stand is literally falling off my table! Stop! Oh, God. Is that tight enough? What if I push it more? Sorry. My tech's working really well today, guys. My tech's working so superbly. It did nothing to my mic stand. I guess it was just nearing the edge, and when I pushed my mic closer to my mouth, it just like started pulling the whole like thing off, and it was sliding off my desk. Cause it's not like drilled into my desk. It's like one of those things where you like have the thing that like claw that you put it on, and then you like turn the thing to be like tighter. But what do you call? I like yesterday, since I didn't work. I didn't work my IRL job, so instead I worked VTubing job, right? And so I woke up and then I read my work emails for my actual job. I responded to those, but then after that, I recorded from like, I recorded stuff from like 10 a.m. until about 10:30 at night. So for like, how many hours is that? 10 to 10? That's 12, right? No, that's just 10. No, that's 12. No, that's 10. No, it's 12. I don't know. For whatever amount of time that is, I was recording, like, things that whole period. So my voice is, like, a little weaker today because I was recording from that period of time to the next period of time. But that means I'm almost done with all of my recording for the month. I have like 3 more things, and then I'll like fully be done of like what I need to record vocally for the rest of like this month. If I record 3 more things, I'll be done with all of the recordings that I needed to get done this month, which is pretty great. Yeah, it took 12 hours. Sue me. Yeah, I didn't eat after breakfast. Sue me. I just was busy. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna do everything today, basically. So I did a bunch of stuff yesterday. And then I didn't sleep very much because, late at night when I was, after I like ate dinner and I relaxed for a second, and I was like, you know what? I should test this technology thing that I think might help with some things. And then I tested it and then it didn't work, but I spent 3 hours testing it, and so you know what? That's fine. And that's life, isn't it? And that's life, isn't it? So I was like, my voice is like slightly dead. So we should do a drawing stream. Because then there's nothing that I have to like specifically react to in the way that if I, because originally I was like, oh, we should play Umamusume today. But if we play Umamusume today, then I'm gonna start screaming because I'm gonna be like yelling at TM Opera O. So I figured instead, I should just do the Umamusume stream tomorrow and do the Umamusume art today. Because I don't know what it is about Umamusume, but like it really it inspires me to scream my guts out. It just makes me feel very loud. So we'll do Umamusume tomorrow with TML Pro, and then we're gonna be streaming on Thursday with Yui, and then on Friday, I believe we're doing a Macross Delta watch along on Serena's channel. And then I'll also be doing something on Saturday. But I'll be scheduling those around some stuff, and then on Sunday I will be taking the day off because I am hanging out with friends. Well, I mean, you know, that's one of those things where it's like you consider them your friend, but you haven't seen them in like what, 2-ish or so years. I was one of my college friends. She hit me up and she was like, do you want to hang out? I haven't seen her since college. So I'm like in that state with like a person where, you know, when like you like are excited to see someone because you haven't seen them in a long time, but also you get like anxious a little bit because you haven't talked to them for so long, so you're worried that like you might like, what do you call, like that you might like be awkward. I feel like I was a much less confident person 2 years ago, but I also feel like I was like, I don't know, also more socially competent at the same time because I was hanging out with more people because I was like doing more things in person. But like now that I like do stuff for SVP, I'm like home all the time. Cause like before SVP, I was much more social. Like I would go, like all of when my college friends would like make like group hangouts, I would always go. I was always one of the people there. And then like my IRL friends would like, we would hang out every single weekend. And like I would do all of this like social stuff, and now I don't. I think I've gone to one of my college friends' hangouts since I joined SVP. Because I've been like, because I just work and then I work. So it's like, I just never normally say yes to those things very often anymore. And then I only really hang out with like my one small IRL group of friends. So I always wonder, like I'm socially competent in the way of like, I don't know, like a professional job speaking, but I don't really feel as socially competent in like a friend group setting anymore. But I mean, like, I guess it's like what your consideration of like social competency is based on like your perception, isn't it? Like what you think socially competent means. Like, because I always, when I enter like a space of people that I like know, but like I wouldn't say they're my best friends, I'm always like, how do I seem like really confident and cool and not weird? You know? Like, that would be cool if I knew how to do that. Because, like, her and I went to, like, undergrad together, and we would, like, hang out all the time in undergrad, you know? But then, like, when you are not in a school setting, you don't hang out every day. I want to figure out, like, why. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, why it feels like you lose social competency when, like, you know, because it's like, I feel like it shouldn't, like, it's a learned skill. That it's like it should be like sort of like a, if you were very socially competent, like, in social situations growing up, it feel like it's like supposed to be like one of those muscles that, like, you feel confident in. It's like in the same way that you walk, you know what I mean? Like, when you walk, it's like you don't really think about walking, you just walk. I want to, like, understand, like, where the confidence of those types of things goes when you don't exercise the muscle of, like, social interaction. Probably one of those, if you don't use it, you lose it. I mean, it just feels like it shouldn't be, you know, because humans are just, like, such interactive creatures. Like, I practice humanness every day. Every day I practice the humanness. Humanness. My humanness. My hubris. Oh my god! You know what the word hubris always makes me think of is freaking Percy Jackson. I don't know if you guys have the same experience, but every time I hear the word hubris, I'm like, oh my god, like in Percy Jackson. Practice my humanness. Yeah, well, you know, I'm not human, so I have to practice being human. But I feel like I'm pretty good at pretending to be human. You know what I mean? Is it bad to say I think of League? That's so mentally ill. What do you mean? Why are you thinking of League when you hear that? Here, wait, I'll be more human right now for everyone. This is so human. I look so human right now. It's an item in the game? What does it do? What is a hubris in League of Legends? Wait, so when you play League, are you playing League? Did you play League before Serena Starstruck, or did you play League like post Serena Starstruck? That's my real question about that. About you playing League. Did you play pre or post Serena Starstruck? I've never once considered playing League until Serena Starstruck, and I'm really on the fence. I don't know if I'll ever do it unless she hits 100k. I played League on and off for 13 years. 13 years?! 13 years?! I always forget that League is actually old, isn't it? League is like a pretty old game. Are you like Diamond Masterclass rank in League? Was it Serena hit 100k or you hit 100k? I feel like the story has changed. When Serena hits 100k, I will play League of Legends with her. I will do it as a gift to her, as a celebration of the fact that she hits 100k. All of your VTuber friends that play League like Sarah and Kijo are young players. Well, look, I never even heard of League of Legends until Arcane came out, and even then I thought it was just like that the TV show was made to promote the game, okay? I didn't know it had like the hugest fan base in the world and had like a giant arena that people would play like world championships in. Like, I just thought it was like a normal game. I didn't know it was like a mastered huge franchise. I only watched Arcane because my friend, my old roommate I used to live with, she was like, we have to watch this show, it just came out, and I was like, oh, okay. I had no idea that that was what game she was playing, because my old roommate, she played League of Legends, like, when I moved in with her, she played, like, every single day. I thought that it was a different game than what it was, and she was playing that game all the time, and I'd hear her yelling from my room, And every day I would just think to myself, wow, she must be playing a very interesting game. She must be having a lot of fun. And then she makes me sit down to watch Arcane, and I'm like, oh, this is a cool story. This is a cool story. And then she's like, oh yeah, so this game is actually like connected to this game that I play, and like this character does this one, and then she like, you know, info dumped on me about League of Legends, and I was like, so like, is it a story game, like a narrative story game? She was like, no, it's just like you fight, but like the characters have a backstory. And I was like, oh yes, I understand this as a elite gamer that I am, and that I experience being constantly. I understand me. Yes, I do. Because before that, I didn't even, like, at that point in my life, I didn't even have a PC, okay? Like, I did not really play video games. I had a Switch and a DS growing up, and like, I had a Wii for like a couple of months, and I barely used it during that time period. I was told about League of Legends, and she was like, oh, do you wanna, like, she was like, never play, but also if you ever wanna play, we can play. And I was like, okay. And she was like, so, I was like, so like, how do you play this game? Like, and she was like, so you do this and this, and then she was explaining to me how you play, and I didn't get it. And then she was like, so you played on a computer? And I was like, computer? Because in my head, I had not conceptualized that PC gaming was like as big as it was, because I had always seen games on a console. So I always thought, oh, computer game, that's like small. You know? In my head, I was like, computer game small, and console game big. Console game, way most people play video game console game. Because I only had DS's and... What do you mean you had a Switch? I have a Switch. I've played video games on a Switch. I've done it on stream. Pokemon stuff is on Switch now. Happy St. Patrick's Day, boss. Happy St. Patrick's Day! What an earth-shattering revelation. I mean, I just hadn't considered, like, because I never had a PC growing up, so in my head, I was like, who has a PC? like, my friends growing up as well, like, none of them had PCs. Like, I had a Mac computer that I would read fanfiction on and write my essays for school. But I didn't have games on it, never tried playing a game on it. Like, literally, I didn't have, like, those types of thoughts. Like, I never asked for, like, game consoles, because growing up, I was kind of like, that's expensive. That's, like, a really big ask of my parents. And I only got the DS stuff because they gave me one for a birthday. And then they kept letting me upgrade the, like, DS. And the only reason I got a Switch was because I traded in my old DS for it. So, like, they never offered to get me a Switch. And I never asked for a Switch. I went and got one by, swapping my stuff and using, like, additive birthday and Christmas money that I had saved to, like, switch out the thing at the store. So I just hadn't done that. It's a tradition to accidentally infect the family computer with a virus when you're a kid trying to download random games. See, I never really did anything like that. Like, I wasn't allowed to play things like Wizard 101, but I did have a Neopet and I did have a Webkins. But I was not allowed to have Club Penguin, even though I wanted to do Club Penguin, because my mom said that that's not safe. So I had a Neopet, and I did have a Webkins. But I'd always considered, like, Xboxes and PS whatevers they are were, like, big purchase for big games. That's where all the people play the big video games with the guns and the demons and the dragons. Like, the reason I got a Switch was because I really wanted to play Skyrim, because I thought that Skyrim was only on, like, the Xbox and the PlayStations and stuff, but I had always wanted to play it when I saw, like, YouTube videos about it. So I thought to myself, I mean, I should get a Switch so I can finally play this game. And then I have like 300 something hours on Skyrim on the Switch because I played it for like a whole summer and I never stopped. I did not spend a lot of time with my family that summer, I'll tell you that. I was really busy, okay? Playing Skyrim. Neopets I get, but not being allowed to play Club Penguin is like 1984. Really? Wasn't there bad words on Club Penguin? I still don't swear around my parents, you know. I don't use bad words around them. If I say a swear word, it's because I'm quoting someone or a TV show, and I put quotation marks around it. I do not actively swear in front of my parents. There was a bypass, but everybody was a minor who used the canned chat anyways. Well, I don't know. I always did what my parents told me to do when I was a kid. I did not ever really, well, I broke some rules, but not things like don't play this game. And I didn't break rules till I was older. VTuber and Fortnite boss? I do know about Suisei being in Fortnite, but I don't play Fortnite. I can't play Fortnite. I get motion sickness. Like, I don't swear in front of my parent. I don't talk back, and I don't give sass. I'm a very traditional, well-behaved Asian child. I am a very well-behaved traditional Asian child. Can you imagine the shame of giving sass? I could never. Not me. Could not be me. And that is why my house is considered very quiet. Every time any of like my friends would visit me growing up, we would like stay over, like we would have sleepovers and stuff. Then I would be like, your house is so quiet. And I'd be like, yeah. Everyone is existing in a quiet space. If you were an Asian kid, it's a canon event to talk back once and pay dearly for it. I did not talk back. I mean, I've talked with like other people about this before. I had like I had like a very strong fear of authority since I was like in preschool. Like a huge fear of authority. Like even when I would consider a time that I've talked back, I don't consider it actively talking back. Like talking back to me is like one time my dad misremembered one of my classmates' names and I corrected him and he was like, "What did you say?" And I was like, "Oh. It's just that's not his name. This is his name, Dad." And then he was like, "I don't think you're right." And I was like, I apologize. Sorry." But I never like got like grounded ever. Like I got grounded once and it was just for giving my friend a Bakugan because she didn't have one. Like that's the type of extent to which I would like get in trouble. Like what is one of the times I like more like sort of back talk to my parents? I guess like I don't even call it back talk. I had like a time where I was supposed to hang out with my friend and my dad was supposed to drive me, but he wasn't really going around. And like he was just milling around and I was like, it was getting really close to when I was supposed to meet my friend and I was like, are we gonna go soon? And he was like, what? And I was like, I'm supposed to meet my friend in like 5 minutes. And he was like, why did you tell me? Blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh my gosh. I just was trying to be patient. I don't know. It's fine. We can be late. I'm sorry. Sharing is bad? Well, they didn't want me to. They wanted me to ask permission to share things that they paid money for. I mean, that's up to them, you know? In the end, it was up to them. I mean, I didn't buy it. So I mean, I should have asked permission to see if I was allowed to give my friends something because they did pay for it. I didn't pay for it. I just wanted to share it with them. But hey, you know? Oh, I guess I did backtalk a little bit once where I like, this girl who was mean to me threw a volleyball at me during a field day and it hit me and she was mean to me and so I grabbed the ball and I threw it back at her. And my dad saw at the field day, damn, I got in trouble. He was like, Toka, why did you do that? I was like, cause she threw it at me first. And then he was like, you don't do that. When people lash out at you, you take it because they are like, that's showing that you are letting it affect you. And also, it's like not understanding or empathizing with their side of the story. Because he was like, when people lash out, it's because they're feeling a negative emotion. Like, you have to be able to empathize with people when they have bad emotions. And I was like, okay. I did not like that girl, though, that I threw the ball at, and I was not sorry. He made me apologize, but I was not sorry. But I said sorry, but I was not sorry. I, in fact, felt pretty good about the fact I did that. It was worth getting in a little bit of trouble. It was worth it. It's like I also got caught another time doing something similar where like this one girl who was like really mean to me, like stuck her tongue out at me, and I stuck my tongue back at her, and I got in trouble for that because my mom saw me and she was like, Toka, what are you doing? I was like, she did it first. And my mom was like, well, that doesn't matter now, does it? That was not very nice or polite. Apologize. And I was like, okay, I'll apologize. And then I apologized, but I didn't mean it either. It was the same with like, oh my god, I got in so much trouble when I was younger. I was at a summer school, and this girl in my class, hi Ming, welcome. I was at a summer school, and at the summer school, there was a girl who was sitting next to me. I've never really talked to this girl ever. I do not know what her beef was with me. But we were watching Pete the Dragon or whatever, that movie, like the one where like it's like cartoon in 2D. We were watching like it was like, I think it's a Disney movie, and there's like a scene where he like blows fire on an apple and the kid eats it or something. I vividly remember that scene where he like blows fire on an apple, because when he was blowing fire on the apple, this girl sitting next to me turned over and bit me. And I was like, what? I just got bit. Yeah, Pete's Dragon. This girl during Pete's Dragon turned over to me. I was in like elementary school, and this girl bit me on the shoulder. So I turned back to that girl, and I bit her back. And I got in so much trouble because she started screaming. She started screaming because I bit her back. And I bit harder. And then she like went to the teacher and was like crying, and then I got sent to the principal's office of that school, and my parents got called, and they came to the office, and they got really upset with me, and they were like, why did you bite her? And I was like, cause she bit me first. And I was like, you can still see where she bit me. I showed them. Everyone saw that she had bit me. I had a bite mark, you know, she had one too. It's the same. It's fair and square. She bites me, I bite her back. And then my parents were like, you don't just bite someone back. And I was like, okay, sorry then, I guess. So I apologized. I didn't mean it. And then I went home. They were like, you gotta stop. Like, you can't do that type of thing. And I was like, why? Why did she bite me? They were like, we don't have to understand why she wanted to bite you. It wasn't about the fact that she bit you that you're in trouble, and that the fact of the matter is that you bit her back and you hurt her. And I was like, well, it hurt when she bit me. And they were like, well, you know, of course it'll hurt if she bites you, but like, you should have talked to her instead of biting her back. And I was like, okay. But I'll never do that because I don't really want to talk to people, so I didn't. Even that one girl that threw the ball at me, like, she always was really mean to me. One time I asked her why she didn't like me, and she was literally like, I don't know, I've always disliked you since I met you. And I was like, what? She had like no reason, like specific reason that she did not like me. She just never liked me, and I was like, okay. And then, get this, we were in a theater camp later on, like a little bit later, like a couple years later, we were in a theater camp because she left the school I was at, and I was in a theater camp. She was in the theater camp, and then she said hi and talked to me like she had never met me before. And I was like, what? And she was like, it's nice to meet you. And I was like, what do you mean? Because I literally knew it was her. She looked the same. I don't know why she expected me, and then she like acted like she never met me and did not remember me. But I knew it was her. And when her mom came to pick her up, I talked to her mom, and I was the same mom. So I don't know what she was on, acting like she's never met me before. We were in school for 3 years, and she was absolutely like a little bitch to me. But that's totally fine. I do not know what was her problem, though. I was like, it was like that happened to me, and I was like, don't say anything rude. Don't say anything. I wanted to say something rude so badly. Maybe she finally grew up. You know, if she finally grew up and wanted to talk to me and be my friend, she could have just started off with, hey, haven't seen you in a while, and then just been nice to me. Then I would have just forgiven her. I don't need a sorry from people, I just need a change of action. But like, actively pretending she doesn't know me is kind of a really rude thing to do. You know? Some people aren't strong enough to acknowledge past mistakes. Like, yeah, I know, right? Crazy. I was like, what happened? Did you like lose like all of your memories of going to this school or something? Hi, Big Papa John! Welcome! Don't call them bitches, bro. I know, right? I should stop. I should stop being so vulgar with my language. My horrible vulgar language. I'm so filled with horrible swear words that I never say in front of my parents. Maybe it was a cringe moment for her and she blocked it from her memory. It probably was cringe. She was like a very strange, like, I think she just had a lot of anger issues probably. It was like, probably just that she had a lot of anger issues. Because like when she was like in school with me, she used to like, when she got angry at me once and she threw a chair at me, you know? Like, I think she just was very angry. And so it was really hard, especially because we got paired a lot together in like, what do you call, like, class projects, because the teachers really wanted to like get us to get along, and I'd be like, so do you want to do this part of the group project or this part? And she'd be like, don't talk to me, and I'd be like, okay. I don't know how we're gonna do this project, but okay. Why is she beefing with you like it's WWE? I don't know, she just had a lot of anger problems. She was always very angry. I mean, and that's you know, that's a legitimate like thing that people have problems with. Sometimes it's just genetic and has nothing to do with like anything else. So I know, that's something I don't like about schools. They like do often try to like pair people together who don't get along. And I just honestly don't think that's the way to go about getting people to get along. Like, working on a school project together is not going to make two people who don't get along get along. Like, I think that it, like, in theory is like a good thought, right? That you're like, oh, well, you know, maybe the reason that they aren't getting along is because they don't have, like, that experience of, like, getting to really know each other and work with each other. So if we pair them together, maybe, it, like, things will change. But I don't think it's ever worked. Like, the school I went to, they did that a lot. They would like pair a bunch of people who did not like each other all the time, and it never worked out because everyone was always getting upset and crying and having emotional issues, which is like normal, I guess, in school, but also it's like, why would you do that? It's not worth it. But I do know I for a fact had a very dysfunctional class for a good portion of like my education growing up until I was like in high school, because the class Nano, hi Nano, hi Nanobots, roll out. Welcome. I hope you had a good stream. What were you guys doing? Were you guys having a fun time? Nanobots, roll out. I love imagining like the little nanobots like actually rolling like on their sides. She was doing a radio nano. Ooh. Did you guys have fun? Also, thank you, Nano, for the raid. If you need to take care of yourself after stream, please make sure to take care of yourself. And I hope you have a good night. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. Picked up some cool kids along the way. Like the cool kids. Those are the cool kids. They seem to fit in. We had a great karaoke. I also guess it's a double raid because Roa raided last second. Wah! Welcome. I have to. Oh, sorry. I was about to like introduce myself, but then I didn't have my hair normal. I didn't have my hair normal, and I feel like that's important. Hello everyone. I know. Oh my god, the screen brightness just like got so much brighter on my screen when I turned my hair back to normal. Holy crap! I feel like I got blinded by my own appearance. Anyway. Anyway, hello Raiders, welcome. If you don't know who I am, my name is Toka-kun from Stellarverse Productions' first generation Infinium. I'm a Crystal Diamond VTuber who loves fan fiction, singing, and yapping. And today we are just turn the brightness down. I don't know how to. I mean, I can turn my hair back, but today we're gonna be drawing like Umamusume. Basically, so how it basically works is I can show you the progress I did last time. Let me pull it up. Open this open. Basically, I've been doing this thing where I am drawing all of my genmates as Umas. So the first one I ever did was my genmate Rina. But let me get this connected for a second. Connect normally, please. Please connect. That's cool. There we go. So basically, if I turn it this way, then you guys can see it better. Do. Ba-bum. Oh, there we go. There you go. You can finally see it. Pyoi. Hi! Yui! I love you, Yui. You're my favorite in the whole world. But you can see here, I designed my my genmate Rina as an Uma. And so I took basically her base model and I drew a design for her Uma outfit based on her current like design, and then also like I wanted to make it kind of like Kipao inspired. And then I wanted to include aspects of her like normal design, like the clock that she always has. Ew, thanks Yui. So I did Serena, and currently I'm working on my genmate Rina. Let me just quickly turn this off just in case I don't want to spoil anything for you guys if I don't have something covered. Oh yeah, I guess I can show you guys also the art I did for the cover that came out today. So, today, if you don't know, my genmate Serena and I, who I just showed you, we did a cover of, oh my god, I'm so in the way right now. We did a cover of Chatter Chatter, the new Suisei and Marine song. Let me pull it up actually so you guys can have the link. But we did a cover of Chatter Chatter today that was released, and I drew the thumbnail for it. And I also mixed it. The mix was not the best part of this, and neither was the thumbnail. The best part of the Chatter Chatter cover was the fact that Serena Starstruck went ow, and it was really cute, and I added reverb to it. That was the standout moment. Was her ow, and also oh my god, and then our 6-part harmony where we went ba 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 da da. That was fun. Let me pin this actually. But we did this cover together today. I really enjoyed it. The best parts were those 2 parts. and it's a really good song. I didn't originally think of ever doing a cover like of it, but then she asked, and I was like, yes, sure. I have a penchant. I think it's a penchant. That's the word, right? I have a penchant that when Serena Starstruck asks me something, I say yes. So, when Serena Starstruck says something, I normally go, huh? Yes. But today, we're specifically working on drawing Rina. So this was the design that I made last 2 streams. Was basically she has like very rice shower core hair, so it's fluffy and big, kind of like an owl. It's supposed to kind of look like feathers. She's an owl, so she's an owl that we're adapting to make into a horse. So I wanted her to have like owl motifs, so a lot of feather motifs. And then also she has like star eyes, and she's like very moon and dream themed. So we added a lot of like star elements, moon elements, accents, and like chains, and then like a star jewel right in the center. But I wanted her to have a different hairstyle than her current one, and I wanted her to have just a more different sort of like look than her current one. So like she has like these little shorts with frills, but I also wanted it to be very idol core because she is a dreamy idol, so I wanted it to be very idol core. But that's what we're doing today. Also, if you think my voice sounds like bad, it's because my voice is recovered from yesterday because I recorded for 12 hours. So I apologize if you think it sounds like kind of, I don't know, grating and lower today. That's my fault. That is 100% my fault. I did it to myself. So that's fine. If you do it to yourself, like, it's totally fine, you know? You know? But we have to wait a second, because I also have to plug my Apple Pencil in and let it record, let it charge for a second. Sound fine? It does. It feels like it's not like how it normally sound. But Toka strong. Toka is desperate to finish all of her recordings. I don't know if I would say Toka is strong. I would say Toka desperate. Toka desperate, please. Toka want to have no more deadlines. The end. Toka is ready to take a nap. I haven't had a nap in a while. You know, that's something you never really think about, like, because when you lose out on something like that, if you haven't crashed out like 5 times, you're fine. I don't particularly crash out. I don't think. Like, what'd you call? Naps ruin sleep schedule? I don't have a real sleep schedule. I wouldn't say I have a real sleep schedule. I sleep either at like 12 now. I either go to bed at 12-ish, well 1-ish, or I go to bed at 5. And there's not really an in-between anymore. Because like some days I'll be like, you know, I should be healthy. I go to bed between 12 to 1 and I wake up, you know? Or I'm like, I really need to lock in right now and get this done. And then I go to bed at 4 to 5. So, like, that's what I did yesterday. Woke up, did work emails, recorded for 12 hours, and then tried to do something until like 12. Sorry, until 4. 12 to 1 a.m. sounds amazing. I wish I did that more. It feels great when I do it. When I'm able to fall asleep at that point and I don't work at night and I wake up at 8, oh my god. I feel like a god. I feel like a god. And then if I don't do that and I do what I did today, where I stayed up till 4 and then I did work all day, I feel absolutely horrible. I feel absolutely horrible. And that's fine. Life has a bunch of things that you don't really get to choose, you know? Well, I mean, I could have slept early, but then I wouldn't have discovered that the thing that I was trying to do last night would not work. And you know, sometimes you have to make the errors to figure out what works and doesn't work, right? Like, if I hadn't done that, I would have just assumed that it would have worked, and then it would have just like, it would have just not been great. So you have to do it. Walrus Toko would be too overpowered. Life had to nerf it. I do enjoy though, like when I'm well rested, and sometimes I stream when I am, and I feel like I'm energetic in a way that's not from caffeination. But the only caffeine I've had today, I'll say my caffeine consumption got even better after going to Perry's, because Perry didn't have green tea at her house. So I didn't drink any caffeine when I was with Perry at all. Isn't that crazy? Not a single drop of caffeine passed to my lips when I was at Perry's house. Crazy, right? Not a single drop. And I was fine. Well, I was tired, but I was fine. And ever since I came back, I don't need 2 bottles of tea anymore. I just need 1 bottle a day. 1 bottle of tea a day. And it works. I don't need any more. So it was good, because I was having like 2 bottles of tea a day, which wasn't like, I don't think it's medically a problem, but it's more expensive. Is the goal to maintain 1 bottle eventually up to 0? I mean, tea is healthy for you, so I don't really think I need to drop to 0, because it's healthy for you, isn't it? Green tea and oolong are particularly good for the body, I think. They have like health benefits, so I don't think they're a bad thing to consume. I really need a good reason to sleep past 1 AM, otherwise it's just pointless. Really? What is it called? Oh, I have this like really good like brewing oolong. So I buy the bottle oolong too, so I have both choice to either have cold or hot tea every day. But the oolong that I have, that's like the steepable one, I love sometimes just going to the bag and opening it so I can smell the tea. Like sometimes when I want to smell something good, I'll go to the oolong bag, I'll just open it and I'll put my face near it and I'll sniff. Because it smells so good. It's just such a good scent. So I really like that one. And then also there's I also have a bag that I bought of English breakfast that also has a really, really nice like scent. It's like an English breakfast that's like the Assam sort of black tea. And when I go up and I smell it, it always smells like boba. Like it's like really, really good. What's lining mean? Like lining the corners of my mouth or something? Or like holding it on a line? Like threading it like a bracelet? Or like, do you mean like eating it? Yeah, most teas have health benefits. Green is usually the best, probably because of the high catechin. What is that? Catechin count amount. What does it mean? Boba milk tea. You're making me want to get boba tomorrow. I have to go into the office tomorrow. I don't want to, but I will. Mainlining, like doing. That's crazy. Does that work? Not that I'm asking seriously, but like, is that for real? Do people do that with like tea? It's a plant. Like just rolling up the leaves and shoving it up your nose. Does that work? I mean, I guess it's like skin contact. I guess things can absorb through the skin. Catechin. It helps with the weight regulation and is associated with longevity. Oh. I think the actual slang is injecting it intravenously or something. Damn, that's a huge word. That's a huge word. Oolong milk tea and royal milk tea. You're making me want to get boba tomorrow at work. I just like, so my favorite milk tea is to get I really like what do you call taro milk tea. Taro milk tea is like my favorite and my go-to, but I've recently come upon a couple of places that serve this tea that I like now, which is it's Earl Grey lavender boba. So it'll be like Earl Grey tea with lavender flavoring, and then the boba. A good Earl Grey with lavender is never bad. It's very good tasting. Mainlining is injection. Snorting it is doing a rail. Doing a rail? Is that what they call it? Doing a rail? That one is good. It's like a milky boba with perfume aroma. Yeah, it smells really good. It's really tasty. It's sweet. Catechins are also our antioxidants, anti-inflammation, and reduce cancer risk. Oh, so I should just keep drinking green tea forever. Real. You guys know a lot of very sussy information. Do you know that? You guys know like a lot of very sussy stuff. Why do you know all of this sussy information? What are you guys doing? Are you guys doing illegal? Don't tell me if you are. Don't tell me if you are. Some of us saw a lot of 80s films. Is that something that happened a lot in the 80s? I didn't watch movies that are like... I don't watch a lot of movies that are 80s movies. I don't actually know. I don't normally look up like the year that a movie was made when I watch it. I just look up the plot so I can read the plot before I watch it. That's my normal response. I love to like watch the movie after looking up what happens in it. I've never seen Scarface. It was notoriously an 80s drug? Really? What's so 80s about it? There's a prohibition for alcohol and then there was a war on drugs and... Oh! I was straight edge for a good portion of my life. I wasn't born then either. I've never been. I've never been and I never was. I'm super youthful. And also I like what do you call? I'm super youthful, and also I was born when humanity first had a flaw, which was like 20,000, 100 something years ago. You aren't straight edge now? Well, I mean, in my head, straight edge means like no drinking, and I drink alcohol. So, I wouldn't call myself straight edge anymore. Though that is like ridiculously normal, but in my head, you know? But I guess like that was because I think of like straight edge people as people who just don't really consume anything that could like really impact them like that. Like, but I think everyone has a different like consideration of what straight edge is. Tens of thousands of years of being youthful. I've had I have had billions of years of being youthful. I'm like a fountain of youth. I'm a fountain of youth. I'm so energetic. I'm filled with energy and youth and the sprout of life, you know? Straight edge is more no addictive stuff, so no coffee for some too. Hey, you know what? I don't even miss coffee. Some teas are just as tasty as coffee. The sprout life. Just nibbling on Lemmy's sprout. On her brainstem? It's not just her sprout of her, it's her brainstem too. An integral part of Lemmy. If you take it off, her brain shuts off. And then you have to stick it back on and then her brain turns back on. I've never seen if it grows back, but if you take it off and you can put it back on. It also helps her connect to the Wi-Fi. And that's not me making that up, you can literally see that in her debut. If you take it, it helps her connect to the 5G. I feel like coffee mixes with milk better, and that's why it mogs tea most of the time. I don't drink tea with milk normally. Normally I drink tea like straight. And then for coffee, I drink coffee black, but if I'm getting a latte, I get it with you know, like frothed milk. But also because there is an espresso machine at my house, I do tend to like, if I did pull, when I was pulling like the shots because I was afraid of the frother, instead of frothing milk for my coffee, when I would pull the espresso, I would just take the espresso shot straight. 6G? What is a 6G? There's another G. They're adding another? What does that do? Didn't we just get 5G last year? What is a 6G? What does that even mean? How do you get to a 6 one? You can watch reels at 4 times the speed now. Really? $6G is like 2030s. 5G was 2019? Okay, well, even if it was 2019, I only got 5G last year, so I don't know anything about 5G, and I don't even know how it works. It's just on my phone. Genuinely, I have no idea what 5G does. I just have it on my phone now, and it's there. It says it on the phone. Don't know what the fuck it means. Don't know what it does. One day it appeared. One day it appeared on my phone, and I went, okay. Technically, your PC Wi-Fi is also 5G now. It is. Yeah, I only got 5G when my mom upgraded our cell plan, and then it just appeared. Like, I don't know. She just was like, I upgraded it, and I went, okay. I didn't know whether to be particularly excited. Wi-Fi 5G is not the same as cellular 5G? What do you mean? What does that mean? Huh? PC is not 5G. 5G is specifically for cellular communications. Oh. That's so weird. I don't understand. What does all this technology even mean? What is it for? It certainly must not impact streamers like me who rely on the Wi-Fi and connections to do their job. It certainly must not impact me at all, and it does not apply to me. You know? So, like, what is a 1G? Can someone use 1G? Can you get 1G anymore? Does 1G exist? 5G is the frequency that Wi-Fi signals are sent over. Higher frequency means potentially faster speeds, but a lower range of transmission. If you don't notice a reason, there's no reason to worry about it. Oh, I've never noticed anything. The only thing I've ever noticed in my life is that when Senbei helped me improve my PC parts, the computer worked better. When PC has better parts, PC work better. That's what I noticed. When I pay expensive Wi-Fi bill of the month, PC continue working. Wi-Fi continue work. One G is just a phone call from the 70s. 6G sounds like a DDR5 back when DDR4 was still usable. What is a DDR4? Oh, Dance Dance Revolution! Dance Dance Revolution! PC parts new, computer fast. That's actually how my brain thinks. Bro, I felt like a tech genius when I first installed a RAM stick. I was like, wow. Like, because the first time we tried to fix my PC, Senbei just sent me new RAM. And he was like, you can install it yourself. And I was like, oh, I don't need to call my tech friend? And he was like, no, you don't. You can just put in the RAM stick. I was like, Senbei, I'm scared. He was like, RAM sticks are literally the easiest thing you could ever install into a PC. Just open it, pull out the old one, stick in the new one, you'll hear a click. I was like, but what if I break the whole PC? And he was like, if you break the whole PC from installing RAM, I don't know what to do with you. And I was like, okay. And I installed it. I felt so cool. I felt so cool when I installed RAM sticks into my PC. I thought I was like a genius. I was like, wow, that's crazy! Who could tell? Who could tell? Oh my goodness. My only knowledge of DDR is straight oath, and it was enough to red pill me on the franchise. What does that even mean? Is it only 2 sticks or 4? 2. 2 sticks. The first time the force you need to push it in the slot feels like it's too much. Building Legos and calling myself an architect. I would do that. Oh, I have Legos to build when they're on a hand cam. I got myself a Lego flower like thing. Where it's like a pot of flowers, and I was gonna build it for White Day, and then I forgot when White Day was, and then I didn't do it. So that's super chill. And then White Day passed, and I didn't do the hand cam. So we're just gonna do it on a different hand cam, and it's not gonna be for White Day anymore. But I in advance bought a flower Lego thing, and we'll do a hand cam of it because my desk is clean now. Oh, also I have I bought poppin' cookins, so we can do more poppin' cooking. That's right, I bought more things to torture myself with. We know I love poppin' cooking. So I bought poppin' cooking when I saw new ones that I'd never seen before at the store, because I don't care to torture myself at all. I bought I think it's like a donut and a burger set. I've never heard those they don't. Sorry, Smiles. They're really tasty. They're so good. Yum. Nummy. Ooh, yay. Num 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 num. Ah, I love the taste of poppin' cooking. Ooh, it's so good. Ooh, it's so good. Miles. It's such a good, it tastes so good. You should buy it and try it. It's like the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. You should do it too. Everyone who's ever eaten a poppin' cooking has very, very much enjoyed it. You know what I mean? It's very good. Tasty. Ooh. Okay, get my blanket on. Oh my god, making a poppin' cookie. Oh my god, I should do that. I should do that with our cover. Why am I opening that? I wanted to open my blanket. Where is it? No, this is the wrong... I know how to use VTube Studio. Why am I clicking on the wrong things right now? This one. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the one where I have my model as this thing, so I can't do that. It's okay, we'll cope. And then we gotta get the... my glasses where I pretend that I need glasses. When I don't. Actually, I want to wear my other glasses. Being a VTuber is when you can just decide to wear whatever glasses you want and not have to think about how expensive glasses are. I do actively have glasses IRL that I just don't wear. They're like recommended to me by my doctor. She was like, you could use them, but you don't need to because your eyesight's not that bad. And I was like, so I'm never gonna wear them then. But I have them, and they're prescription, but I don't use them like ever. I only use them if I go to see like a show. Like there's a show I technically am gonna see in like a couple of months that I paid a lot of money to go see, so I'm excited to go see it. Well, it wasn't a lot of money, it was pretty cheap actually. Comparatively to certain theater tickets, it was pretty cheap. But I will wear my glasses to that show because I will want to see what happens in it. But now we're comfy. I have to wear like a blanket when oh, it's on my tail. You didn't see that. It's what happens whenever anything gets on my tail. It gets stuck on there and it starts flinging around. But oh my god, I think you guys. Well, oh, I just feel like I look crooked, but I mean, it's okay if I look a little crooked. Who's gonna care? I would love if I could get the line art done today. I've been talking for a really long time, haven't I? I need to stop doing that. Why do I always do that? Someone help her. She keeps talking too much. And by she, I mean me. How will I ever finish this Umamusume art if all I do is yap, 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 yap? You know what I mean? Yapping the day away. Okay, so now we can make Rina even... Now we draw Rina. Oh, I love that. Why is it stuck on it? Can my thing update? I love all of my electronics are freaking out. I love that my model's not tracking. I love that my thing that I'm using to stream the art isn't upgrading. It's beautiful. That's beautiful. This is technology, guys. Today is an amazing day for tech. Amazing day for tech everywhere. Network interrupted? Why? No wonder my model's also lagging. The network's interrupted. What does that even mean? What is a network interrupted?
Welcome to the Toka Cult, Crybaby.
Hi, Hato! Thank you for being a member for 14 months! Thank you! 14 Wes? Okay. Wah! 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 That's for you, Hato. It means you need 6G? Bruh. Bruh. I'm gonna unconnect it and then reconnect it. Oh my god, did it fix? It's back. It's back. Oh, thank god. Okay, that's back. We're back. I love when we're back. I love that you can tell that I use an iPad mini versus like when you see like Yui draw and you can see that she has a full-sized iPad. I just have like this ancient dinosaur iPad. I wanted a full-size iPad for a while, but I feel like it's just not worth the investment when I have the mini already, you know? Because I'm gonna only use it for art anyway. Hi, Winkleton Cherry! Hi, Cherry! Hi, pretty lady. Hello, gorgeous, beautiful lady, so cute. Hello, gorgeous, beautiful lady, so cute. Puts the gun thing on my chin thing, the thing with the hand, and then it's like a symbol. That thing. I don't know what it's called. Wait, sorry. Gets the hat on my head and then does the thing where you scoop in front of it like I'm wearing a fedora. Hello. Oh, hello, princess. Princess, welcome to the stream. I was calling it a trilby hat because of look outside. I can't get over saying princess to things anymore because of Yui. She's really ruined me. I told her that last time I hung out with her and she was like, not my fault when you do stuff like that. And I was like, why do I only know those memes from you, huh? Well, the first thing she said actually when I called her out was she went, princess. I was like, oh my goodness gracious. I have too many, like, what do you call? I have so many friends who like understand the internet lingo, and now I'm consumed by brain rot, but only if it's like outdated normally, and if I get the information after everyone else has already done it when it's normal and new. No wonder you have so many wives. You're so charming. What? Thanks. I've finally seen that video, and now I'm seeing that guy everywhere. I know, he's just very funny. Well, it's like there's this one guy that's all over my feed, and he's like this, he's like a yeehaw Asian, I guess is what like he kind of like does his bit, is that he's like this like Asian guy who does like Nihongo America, where he'll be like he like gets converted by like Americanisms, and it's very aggressive. The editing style for those videos is like the most aggressive thing I've ever seen. It's like so aggressively American. Well, he's like yeehaw, like in like the last video I saw, he had left the hospital, and like his friend, he was taking everything his friend said literally. It was very like, it was honestly kind of like a mini horror film at that point. I guess it's always had like some like light horror film editing to it. But he was like all over my feed for the last couple of weeks. Well, my feed's been very interesting these last couple of weeks. Like, because I'm still watching a lot of ice skating stuff, so my feed's filled with ice skating things too, because Worlds is next week. I'm considering doing a really fun stream since Worlds is next week, where I was thinking of doing a design stream, but I designed like ice skating outfits for like some of the girls in SVP that I can come up with like concepts for, where I designed them a dress, like a performance dress that would go with like a song. Like I'd pick a song for them and I'd draw the dress that would go with that skate program, and I would choose whether it'd be like a short or a long program based on like what I think they would do with the song. Infinium doesn't have a fixed performance outfit, do they? No, we don't have a like a idol unit outfit or anything. I know we all want one. Like, we've all talked about it with each other before, how we would love if like one day, once we all have 3D models, if we could all have like a matching idol outfit that we could use. Because I think that'd be so fun. I would really like an idol, like a all of us idol outfit. That'd be really fun. Because then also we would look more like cohesive when like people do like mini 3D lives and stuff. You know? I know somebody write that down immediately. It'd be cool. But we currently like all have like well, most of us have like Vroid models, which are like usable, but they also don't have the same bones as like a Blender model and like movement as a Blender model. So it wouldn't make sense to like really fully like invest in it until like the time when we all have like full Blender models and stuff. But they work for now for like what we've been doing. I'm very excited for all of us to eventually one day have a Vroid model. Then we can do more 3D stuff. I do eventually want to do more things with my 3D model. I might be working on something with it right now. Who knows? I couldn't say. Looks back down at my iPad screen. Who knows? I couldn't say. But I think definitely I want to do more stuff with it, and like I want to have more opportunities to do more like cute shorts with it as well once I fully debut it, which totally might not happen soon. Who knows? Based on whenever I decide to fully debut it, which I don't know. I don't know. It might happen one day. I don't know. What month is next month? I don't know. I don't know what next month is. Does anything happen next month? I wouldn't know. I know, the world may never know. So what do I know? I know that girls are cute. If there's one thing in this life that I know for 100% sure, it's that women are amazing. And they are cute and beautiful and pretty. That's the biggest thing I know for a fact about life. I know, right? True and real, true and real. I mean, there's a reason, you know, I only draw beautiful women. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I genuinely don't understand how male anatomy works when drawing at all. It has nothing to do with that. But I genuinely also don't know how male anatomy works when you draw. Because I've only ever drawn girls growing up. And so it just is gonna have to stay that way. Because I don't know how to draw. Like, every time I've ever tried to draw male anatomy, it looks so bad. It looks so bad. I don't know how the shoulders work or the muscles in the arms. It's like looking at someone drawing a caricature of what, like, the male body looks like. So true. No reason to learn. Just keep drawing girls. So true. I don't really have a reason to learn, so I'm not gonna. If women are amazing, then why haven't they made women too? Well, women don't need anything else to make them amazing. That's why. It's like, it's the peak as it is. It's okay, drawing men is not important. Focus on the important things in life. Beautiful lady, so true. I try to draw women and it looks really wrong, and then I draw men for some reason I lock in. That makes sense. I mean, you'll like always have like that base understanding of like how the more of how like the muscles and anatomy work for like the body that you have, right? So it's just like something you understand about how that part looks. My favorite part of drawing these folds is I'm literally having the same like issue that Lemmy was having last time when she was doing her art stream. She's like, I genuinely don't understand how ruffles work. I don't either, queen. I don't know how folds or layers or any of that works. I just vibe. And I hope that it looks good, and if it doesn't look good, I just lie to myself and say it's fine. I just lie to myself otherwise. Also, it was unfair because Lemmy was like, oh, like, I don't know, like, is this looking good? And I was watching her draw her thing, and I was like, what do you mean, does this look good? Your idol outfit looks phenomenal. It was so good. I don't know what she was talking about. She was like, I don't know how to draw ruffles. And then she drew, like, the most amazing ruffles ever. I was like, okay. Pop off. I wish that was me. Just all the time, she's just being humble. I think she also sometimes sort of believes what she's saying. I think she's an amazing artist. I wish I understood more of like everything that her and PP know. Like, they know so much about like color theory, anatomy, like size, I guess, like things like actual like profound, amazing, cool talent knowledge. I know, I'm obsessed with her art. I love her art so much. Like, I wish I understood, like, any of, like, the fundamentals of art. Like, I draw so much based on, like, vibe. Does animations now too? Yeah. Penny also has been doing a lot of amazing animation stuff. I don't know if you guys saw, like, her, stream where she drew, like, what is his name? Benny? Like, Benny falling from the sky? Or not Benny. Yeah, Benny. She drew Benny falling from the sky and it looked so good. I was watching that stream while also watching Yui's stream, and I was like, this isn't fair. I was like, this is just like simply not fair, but okay. Hey, save some talent for the rest of us to one day have, huh? Can you spare change for me? Can you spare some of your brain knowledge for me? Just little old me? Can I have some? Like, I've just for some reason never been able to like fully conceptualize like how it works. She posted them on Twitter too for anyone who wants to see. This is true. You should check out Penny's Twitter. Monsieur Penny Cubit. Penny. She was so funny. Last night I was like mega focused and she was like, Toka call right now. It was so funny. I didn't end up calling her because I was really hyper focused on something I didn't have time, but the way she slides into my DMs is always so funny and endearing. She'll always be like, Toka calling right now, calling you right now. It's so cute. She's so baby. I love hanging out with Monsieur Penny Cubit. Monsieur. And it was so funny today because I was working on stuff that I wanted to like call eventually, and then like some of the girls were in call, and I was just about to call, and then all of them left the fucking call, and I was like, oh no, I missed my chance. It was literally so funny. Like I was working on stuff for my IRL job. And then just like as I was about to click to call in, like to join the call, everyone left. Like at once. And I was like, oh. And I DM'd her and I was like, where did you go, sad face? And she was like, Mr. Scrumples needs a nap. I was like, oh, Mr. Scrumples needs a nap, huh? I'm sure Mr. Scrumples needs a nap. Penny's so funny with Mr. Scrumples. I tried to win Penny a Mr. Scrumples when we went to the arcade when I was with Perry. I was unable to procure a Mr. Scrumples, unfortunately. But I wanted to get a Mr. Scrumples. Because I thought it would be really cool to like ship her a Mr. Scrumples that I won. I'm unfortunately not that goated at the claw machine. I was able to get one thing and it was like my little guy that I got, but that was more like, I think, extreme luck than like talent. I used to be pretty good at claw machines when I was younger though. Same with like the stacker machine. I was like pretty good at the stacker machine, but if I ever tried again, I don't think I'd be as good at it anymore. I used to have really good hand-eye coordination. I don't know what happened to that. I don't know what changed, but I don't think I still have that. I'm sure it's gone. But I'm working on some things currently right now. Like I'm working on I've been working on getting back my splits because I want to get them back by the summer. That's my new goal. My new physical fitness goal is to get my splits back. I would like them back, please. I'm requesting them back. Because I used to be able to do like the splits like on both the right and the left, and then I could do the center splits really well to like the point where I could pull through my hips on them. I would like that back. I think I would like it back. So I'm gonna get it back. So I've been stretching every night and doing yin yoga. If you guys don't know what yin yoga is, you should try it. It's actually very good for you. It's not as intensive as regular yoga. Like basically yin yoga is like extended stretching. So like I've been doing like a light every other day. I do like a light workout and then I do yin yoga, and it's like you hold a pose for 7 minutes so that like it kind of like really makes your muscles relax into the pose, sort of like forcing your body to accept the pose in that way. But I've been doing it every other night for like 2 weeks now, and I've almost gotten back my right split. So if I can do it, you can do it. I believe in you. If you want to get your flexibility back, I believe in you. Yeah, it's just like doing a couple of different stretches and like holding them for 7 minutes. It's really relaxing. I do it while I'm watching YouTube videos. I just like turn on a timer and then watch a YouTube video while like holding the stretch, and then it's like makes it easier to commit to doing it, you know? Yeah, I mean, I do it around 3 a.m. too a lot of the time, so I think, you know, especially since it's like mostly stretching, it's like I think not bad for you at night either, because it's like mostly kind of a relaxing thing too. Yeah, I used to be really flexible, and then I didn't because I accepted the fate of office worker life, which is sitting sedentary for a lot of time. But who enjoys office worker life? Like, does anyone really enjoy the life of office work? It is not me. If there's someone, it's not me, I'll tell you that. But unfortunately, in order to make money to do things, you do have to do jobs you don't want to do, which is fine. That's life. Like, I wish I could be like in a creative field where I'm like creating all day, but then I guess I wonder if I'd enjoy VTubing as much if I had like a different creative outlet that wasn't VTubing. But I think I'd still have a lot of time for creativity, like, or at least I'd want to still be creative even if I had a different outlet for it. Like, because that's always the thought I have in my head. I'm like, will I still enjoy VTubing as much if I had a different creative outlet that wasn't just VTubing? But I think I would. Because I've always enjoyed doing a bunch of different art growing up. I wanted to get into like sports a little bit, but I was so freaking bad at them. I wasn't like against the thought of doing sports too. I just wasn't good at any of it, so I gave up like a one of those giver uppers that are in this world, you know. I was so god awful at all sports. It was like I told you guys about that like one guy who like my dad signed me up to do archery lessons with. He did one lesson with me, told my dad I'd never be good at it. I was like, okay, well I'll just stop here and now, bro. But it's like for real, like if like I was like pretty naturally okay at most musical things, most art things. But then you throw me at a sport, even one that's a little more artistic, and if it wasn't dance, and I wasn't even naturally good at dance, I had to work really hard to get better at dance. Oh god damn, I was bad. There's this anime where a guy isn't that good at his favorite sport but learns about drive and how to use logic to get what he wants. It's called Blue Lock. I don't know if you've ever heard me say this before, but I only watch anime that have women in it. I refuse to watch anime about men unless it's a musical theater anime, such as things like Kyun Magic Renaissance. Magic Kyun Renaissance? That's about one girl with a harem of men, but they're all musical theater core and they all sing. There's a lot of femboys. Does that count? Absolutely not. A femboy is not a girl. As much as I coped playing otome games and pretending that the femboy was a girl growing up, it's not the same thing. Just like how in Baka no Test, Hideyoshi is not a girl. It's why I've never seen things like Free and stuff like that. Like, even though I knew that it was like really popular when it came out, or Haikyuu. Even though I love the opening for Haikyuu, the one by Yama, it's a really good song. Almost made me consider watching it at one point. If you had asked me when I was younger, maybe I would have said yes. When I was younger, I watched a lot. I used to be a shonen watcher when I was a kid. I was watching shonen and magical girls. Like, when I was a kid, it was like, I was watching Bleach, I was watching Naruto, I was watching, like, all that type of stuff. I mean, there's like a sports Yuri anime about golf. I think there is. I remember there being one. I mean, also if I wanted to see like girls do a sport, I could watch Medalist. I mean, Medalist is all over my feed. It's been over my feed for years. I always think to myself, I should watch Medalist, and then I never watch Medalist. I've been getting a lot of signs right now to watch Medalist because I went to a local Asian grocery that has like a book section, and there was like a stand that was like featuring the Medalist manga. And it's, I think a lot of the time, because I really like that one girl's design, the girl in Medalist, the one with the black hair. I think her design is so good. I love her, like, the dark, like, hair and the dark outfits she wears. I think she's so pretty. Oh my god, and it was so cute! There's, like, doing a collab right now, and she has, like, a wolf outfit. She has, like, a wolf kigurumi thing on. It's so cute. And also they introduced this new girl. I saw it on my Twitter feed. They introduced this new girl and she has the coolest design in the world. I don't know her name though, but she's very cool looking. She's I guess like the cool girl or something. I'm worried though if I watch Medalist I'm gonna dislike the main character because every clip I've seen of the show she's doing something that's really embarrassing. I'm really afraid I'm gonna watch it and get really embarrassed by the main character being alive because every clip I've ever seen, she's being really embarrassing and cringe. The black-haired girl is Hikaru and everyone likes her and she has the best fan art. That makes sense. Actually, I have to say, it makes complete 100% sense that her name is Hikaru and she has the dark hair. Because she is just literally looks like she is so freaking Hikari core from Revstar. Their designs are so Hikari and Karin. It really is. They are very Hikari and Karin core. If you watched Revstar, you would understand that reference. And if you haven't, you don't understand that reference, and that's okay. We'll figure that out next month. In April, we will do Revstar watch along, and then you will understand. Oh my god, also there's this... I've been considering doing a membership watch along. Actually, I don't even want to do a membership. I feel like it'd be a really iconic stream. So there's this, So I found out about this because my roommate was watching this, it was so funny. Okay, so I was cooking in the kitchen, right? And my roommate is on the couch and she's watching something on her phone. And I'm just like, living my life. And I hear the most aggressive crashing out I've ever heard in my life. I stop, I turn the stove down a little bit and I go, what are you watching? And she's like, oh, I'm watching Trixie and Katya react to this show called The Ultimatum. And I was like, what the heck is The Ultimatum? She was like, oh, you'd like it. It's this, like, dating show about lesbians who are in relationships, committed relationships, where one of them wants to get married and the other one isn't sure, and so they go on this dating show and they swap girlfriends for like a couple of weeks to see whether they actually want to stay together or not, and at the end they decide whether they actually want to get married at the end or not. And I was like, wait, so they're switching girlfriends while being in committed relationships? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, do they do anything? And she's like, oh yeah. And I was like, wait, but they're in a committed relationship. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, so... And she was like, well, I assume at that point you've signed up for it. And I was like, I don't think people think that hard enough about that. And she was like, yeah, well, that's why they're crashing out right now. I was like, that sounds very interesting. I was like, I want to watch The Ultimatum, but I don't want to do it alone. I was like, I should do it on stream and then get drunk while doing it, while watching it. Apparently there's 2 seasons of it. You know me, I have the best taste in shows. They're all just somehow Yuri core. Smiles. Whether it's flesh or not. But I'm interested in it because the last time I watched Love Island with a friend, I had a huge crash out because I could not believe how people were acting. absolutely losing my my marbles over how people on reality TV like. I just can't get over it. But I don't like to do like I don't like to watch things like reality TV without like people around. I need people to be there so I can be like, what the fuck are they doing? I love having people around so that people can be like, so I can just literally have someone who can also be there with me and understand my feelings when I think to myself, what the fuck is that person doing? I like don't understand reality TV until I watch it and then I get it. But whenever I see a clip, I'm like, that's crazy, bro. Like I could never voluntarily watch or like watch. I could never voluntarily be a part of reality TV. I feel like my mental is like not built for the understanding of the amount of stupid mistakes people make while being in reality TV, you know what I mean? Like so much happens and there's so much that's also like orchestrated to happen that I'm kind of like, there ain't no way. Like I just couldn't, I don't think I could handle that sort of tomfoolery. I've accepted it's not made for me. It's pretty good if it's good, but if it's bad, it's really bad. The only reality TV I've ever really enjoyed is I mean, it's not really I guess it's like, well, not reality TV, it's a competition show. The only competition show I really like is I like the Great British Bake Off. But I feel like that show is extremely likable. Like it's like the most neutral TV I've ever seen. It's so neutral, like it's like made for all ages, neutral. That and like I really liked for a long time I liked what's it called by Gordon Ramsay? Oh, Hotel Hell. I always thought that was so funny because he's not certified to do hotel, I don't think. Isn't his whole thing that he does like cooking? But it was very entertaining when he did Hotel Hell. He does reality cooking, but they make him do Hotel Hell because of how hospitality works. Oh. And even his cookie is sketch most of the time. I've never seen him cook. I've never watched him in an actual cooking show. Isn't that crazy? I've literally never ever seen him cook. I've only seen him in Hotel Hell. I never watched like kitchen, the one that he does, Hell's Kitchen is that what they call it? Is it called like kitchen cooking? The one where he like actively cooks. Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, I've never seen an episode of Hell's Kitchen before. I've seen Kitchen Nightmares like clips. Like I've seen that's the one where he goes to like restaurants, right, and judges them. I've seen clips of it. But the only I've seen Kitchen Nightmares, but the one in the UK. I haven't seen like the American Kitchen Nightmares, but that's because it kind of grosses me out in the American one. Like I've seen like the clips of Hell's Kitchen where like there's like a bunch of like roaches and stuff, and I don't like that. But the one where he's in the UK is like kind of cute. Oh, you know what I also used to watch? Oh, another like was it reality TV? It was kind of reality TV. It was called My Cat from Hell. I used to watch that one, My Cat from Hell. And then Dogs versus Cats. And there was another one that was like a dog show with like this one lady. It was like all like the type of reality TV, but with like cats and dogs. No, not Dog Whisperer. It was with a girl. It was a lady. What is it called? It's called It's Me or the Dog. It was called It's Me or the Dog. It was like families that were in an ultimatum about the dog, the dog in the family, and they needed a dog trainer to like come and like help them understand the dogs that they had and why the dog was misbehaving, to teach it new skills so that they could save their relationships. My Cat from Hell was basically the exact same format, but with cats. But I liked the lady who did It's Me or the Dog, because all of her training was mostly like treat informed. Like there was never any sort of like using of like the prong collars or anything, and she would advise against it if the dog was being used on it. Like she would always do like she would always try to train them to just change the behavior of the animal instead of using like stuff like that, which was really fun. And there were times where she literally would like tell them, where she was like, I really don't know if you should actually have this dog. Which I thought was nice. It was very honest. But it was a lot more like fun and calming. Like I could watch, especially because there was they had an American version of it and they had a UK version of it. Surprise, surprise, the UK version of it was a lot calmer than the American version, and I preferred it. If you ever just want like dog background noise content, It's Me or the Dog UK is much better than the American one, and it's calming and cute and very wholesome. She just basically goes to people's houses who are having problems with their dog's behavior, and she helps them figure out what they're not doing in terms of enrichment for the dog that helps them to change the dog's behavior. And then everyone lives happily ever after. Which is what I liked about it. It was the same with like dogs versus my cat versus dog. Like it was literally the person from My Cat from Hell and Me or the Dog, and together they were on like one show where they helped families that were having problems with getting their cats and dogs to like live like communally together. And it was really fun because it was like getting to see, have a good night, Brandon, take care of yourself. It was really fun to see like their dynamic together too. But it was only American, so it was very dramatic. But I did like how they would definitely put people in their place. Like they never sugarcoated how bad some of the people were reacting. Because some of those owners really sucked ass. And they would like, and if someone sucked ass, they'd be like, you are being a literal like horrible person to your pet. And I liked that. Because I don't think you should sugarcoat it if someone's being a really bad pet parent. Like if you're being a shitty pet parent, I think someone should go up to you and just tell you straight to your face. Because it's a living, breathing creature and not an accessory. Because there were some people in those shows, I was like, hello? Where they'd be like, I don't like that my cat like claws at the couch. And it's like ruining the aesthetic of my apartment. But then like they didn't have any cat trees, any cat scratchers, and like didn't play with their cat, and they'd be like, it's my cat's fault that she doesn't understand that my couch is like a sacred thing. And it's like, hello? What are you talking about? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that actively? Imagine blaming an animal for its behavior when you haven't done anything to help the animal. It's like cats have a natural like urge and need for enrichment and scratching. Like they need to do that type of motion. It's a part of their nature. Like if you don't want it to scratch your couch, that just means you need to provide it other things that will fill the like enrichment need from doing that. But they'd be like, I can't believe my dog barks. But then they didn't work on any reactivity, and they would like purposefully like get the dog all riled up on things. I'm like, so you obviously don't, like, know what a dog is or how dogs work. Because dogs just bark. They do. And you can work on training them not to bark, but naturally they will bark unless you train them not to bark. And so many of them were like, why can't my dog just understand to be quiet? That's not how pets work. That's not how animals work. That's like if I try to get my cat not to meow at me once in a while. What do you mean? They're trying to communicate something to you. And a lot of those people in those shows would all, like, it ends up being a lot of the time that they got the pet thinking that it would just be super easy and just kind of be just like an easygoing companion. Because they just wanted companionship, or they just wanted something that looked cute, or they wanted to, like, they felt like it was important. It was kind of crazy, actually, because a lot of those episodes with families, when like she would ask the families why they got the dog, a lot of people would end up saying that, like, they felt like it was a part of, like, it was a part of what you do when you have kids, is that you get a dog. And then they would kind of just get it because they kind of felt like that was, like, the way, you know, like, that's what you do. But it didn't work out because obviously they didn't actually want the animal, they just wanted this thought of, like, what a pet is, you know? And it would always be sad because in all of those episodes, the kids would be the ones who loved the pet the most, but had no tools for how to deal with the animal, or the animal was too big and they didn't know how to deal with it because they were younger or smaller. And so it was always, like, really sad, but then they would, like, figure out how to, like, make it so that the family could work out in the end with the pet. But it's just so interesting to me to, like, hear that perspective, because in my head, I've never, like, in my head thought to myself, like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna have a kid, and the next step, a pet. Because in my head, it's like, pet first, kid second. Because if you can't take care of a pet, you cannot take care of a kid. And then, like, always, like, you don't really, like, at a certain point, you also have to decide, like, why you want to have one. I always think it's funny when parents, like, would get a pet because their kid says they'd be the one to, like, take care of it the most. Because I don't think you can genuinely trust a kid to do that. It's not going to teach them responsibility. Even if they end up being responsible for the pet, it's not going to teach them to be responsible. Like, having the pet is not the thing that teaches them to be responsible. You learn responsibility through just living life, I think. And having experiences that lead you to different paths. I don't think the pet itself is what teaches the responsibility. You could do the same thing by just having, like, a chore chart. They'd learn responsibility through a chore chart as well. Oh yeah, there was one family one of the episodes where they got this, like, deaf and blind dog, and they were, like, annoyed that, like, she wasn't able to, like, that she was hard to deal with and, like, had all these health issues. And they were like, we didn't sign up for this. Yes, you did. You adopted a blind and deaf dog. What are you talking about? It's not just cute because she's blind and deaf or whatever, like they do on the Instagram reels. It was such an interesting episode with that. They were like, she's like, not what we thought we'd have in a dog. You bought a disabled dog. What are you talking about? Me, when I buy an animal with disabilities and then I get upset that it has disabilities. Hello? I liked the trainer though. The trainer was the reason I kept watching it, was because she was just so honest. And, like, I loved her perspective. I don't know how she talked to those people. She had so much patience. I would not be as patient. I like to think of myself as a very nice and considerate person, but I would in fact start yelling at people if I thought that they were ridiculously stupid when dealing with an animal. She had so much grace in her to not be a bitch. Because there were times where she'd be like, "You've got to be kidding me." I would not be using the words I would not be using the kind-hearted words of "you've got to be kidding me." Unfortunately, I don't think I have the amazing patience and kindness to use the words "you've got to be kidding me" when someone says something stupid like that. I definitely would swear a little bit. And it was always interesting to see who actually did the work, because she would like put cameras in the house and like watch the camera footage back to see if like the family actually did what they said they were gonna do. It's like a part of the reality TV aspect. And they would do like check-ins. And there were so many times where like people would not do what she told them to do to try to fix the behavior. And then they'd be like, "I don't know why the dog's not changing." And she'd be like, "Hello? Have you considered doing anything that I told you?" And some families didn't, and their dogs didn't really improve. And sometimes they did the work, and their dog improved a lot. I'd take a page out of Gordon's book and start calling people donkeys. I would just call them idiots, I guess. Well, at a certain point, I think if you treat animals poorly, I'm gonna call you a horrible person. But I'm a very big animal person. I just like don't really understand. Like, I call my dog ugly, but that's because he's stinky. But I say it with all the love in my heart. He's ugly in the cute way. He's a stinky boy. Stinky, stinky boy. But I think like there has to be like something wrong with your head if you can't be kind to animals. Because they're so helpless and baby. They're just always helpless baby. And they're helpless baby that never grow up. They're not like humans, you know. They don't start having like autonomy and opinions, you know, like that. Like they have opinions, but like not the same type, you know. Like you can't rely on them to ever really take care of themselves in the way that like if you have a kid, the kid grows up and they take care of themselves. They're just little babies, and so I never understand when people can be so careless or forgetful with them, because they depend on you so much. It's like forever signing up to have a 2-year-old until it dies. Except if you get a cat, it's a 2-year-old that can climb things and also has sharp claws on it and will bite you. My cat loves to come up and bite me. Well, she bites me because I pet her, because she comes up, she shoves her head into my hand, and I'm like, okay. And then I pet her, and then she's done. She bites me and runs away. I will say, like, the hardest part of owning my cat was at her like, it was almost like 1.5 to 2 year to 3 year-ish, almost. The 1.5 to like 2-year-old mark. Oh my god, her attitude was bad. She had such a freaking attitude. And she had such severe like like, what do you call it? Like the catting hour? The zoomies? She would get the zoomies. Because she still has them sometimes, but like at that time, like because she was having such severe like attitude and zoomies, I would play with her for about 30 minutes every day, but I'd play like 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, right? And still, like, you know, you could play even more. She'd be fine, have fun, but then just no matter how much I played with her at like 2 a.m., it was zoomy o'clock. 2 a.m. zoomy everywhere. 2 a.m. bite. 2 a.m. run around biting my ankles. Because of course I was still up at 2 a.m. back then too. But like, it was like crazy the amount that like 2 a.m. everywhere. Zoomy, 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 zoomy. Biting and biting, biting. I could be sleeping and she'd come up and bite my shoulder. And I wake up and I go, hey, stop that. I push her off the bed. She come back on the bed, bite me again. Stop that. Stop. 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 Stop it. Oh my goodness. And then I'd get up sometimes and I'd be like, here, here, here. And I'd like grab the wand and I'd start flinging the mouse around and she'd jump and jump and jump at like the toy. Everywhere, jumping, jumping, jumping. And then she would start running around and like she'd do the thing where she would like the cats like breathe with their mouth open. She'd be like and I'd be like, oh my god. And I would just keep doing that. And then I started like, I would throw toys around. Be like, oh my god, please get your energy out. Oh my god, you're being so feral right now. And now she's old and lazy and fat. Well, she's not fat, but she's a little bit fat. The doctor said she's not overweight. She could just stand to lose a pound. But that it's not a worry or anything. Not a concern yet. She's just a little bit chubby. Just a little bit. But I don't want to like put her on a diet or anything like that. Because I feed her the recommended amount on the package. Though I did start giving her a little bit less than what was the recommended amount on the package. Not too much, just a little bit. Because I don't want her to be too chubby, because she could get chubby. Because, she's like a little bit of a mix of like the breed that like well, I guess a lot of different cat breeds have obesity as a part of their like lineage is like one of the things you gotta worry about. I don't want her to get obese or anything. I need her to live as long as is physically possible because I depend on her every day emotionally. She can't die. She's too perfect. I have an extreme emotional attachment to my cat, and if anything ever happened to her, I think I'd crash out. And not in the fun way. I'm emotionally dependent on her. Her mood directly impacts my mood. Why is this line so bad? Can I draw? I'm gonna just draw the line first. Ooh. There you go. I think that's all of the line art. Like, take this off. Oh, I'm missing the tail! My favorite Umamusume, the one without a tail. Are there any Umas without a tail? Do any horses ever lose their tail for any particular reason? Is there a reason a Uma would ever lose their tail? Do horses lose tails in the way that, like, dogs and cats can if, like, something happens to them? I also really like the new designs that have come out so far for Uma too. Like the new ones that came out with the announcement of Forever Young. I also really like Uma in America. Uma in America is a good song. Wow, that tail looks really bad. It needs to be more like straight down. Like this. Waiting 5 years for Red Desire to be playable. Which one is Red Desire again? Let me look. Red Desire Uma. Oh, that's nothing's typing. Red Desire Uma Musume. Oh, her, yes. There's so many new ones that just came out. Like the Forever Young Umamusume. What were the other horses that came out when Forever Young was released? New Umamusume. All the new ones. Yeah. All the new ones are here. But yeah, wait. Or I'm gonna show this off again before we switch over to just chatting again. As we did the line art. We'll color her next time. We'll color her next time because I don't think if we start coloring her now, it's gonna be like a 4-hour stream. But I'm too hungry to do 4 hours. I have to cook chicken. I have to cook chicken. I logged in today and then I didn't cook. I haven't eaten since breakfast. That's why I was eating mango and edamame while we were talking. I'm gonna make the red wine chicken again. I don't know if I ever told you guys about the red wine chicken that I made, but I really like it. It's like chicken breasts. You slice it in half, and then you put half the stick of butter on the pan, and you like put the chicken, and you season it first with a mixture of mochiko flour, just any flour, but I use mochiko flour because I think it makes chicken taste better. Mochiko flour, and then I used like a Old Bay seasoning and salt and pepper and white pepper and I also added nothing but the étoile sauce, but you don't need to do that. I just did that because I wanted to. And then I put it on the thing and I cooked it for 3 minutes on each side. And then I took it off and I added into the pot a mixture of like a little bit of chicken stock as well as I think it's like, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Jiaoling wine. It's a red cooking wine that like a lot of Chinese dishes use. But I added that with the stuff and it basically reduced and like helped to take off all the parts that baked down from the chicken, but also with the chicken I cooked into it. It helps with that too. And then you stir it around and it becomes kind of like a glaze, and then you drizzle that glaze over the remaining chicken and then you eat it, and it's really, really tasty. It's not the original recipe, but that's because I don't have all the things that are in the original recipe, so I just don't do it that way. I just take liberties. And it tastes very good, so I don't think it matters that I take liberties. Because the original recipe doesn't even have red wine in it. It has white wine. But I don't have white wine. I have red Asian cooking wine, and it's not drinking wine. So I can't drink it, so that's why it's still around. But it's really good, so I'm excited to cook it again. I'm gonna have that with broccoli. But oh my god, you know what I made last night to make really good dinner? That was really easy. What, I'm gonna have it with sweet potato. Last night I made a baked sweet potato with my own miniature little hot pot. So I bought a bunch of hot pot meat, and basically I made an at-home hot broth sort of broth. I made it with it was a kimchi broth, so I made it with chicken stock, gochujang, kimchi, and sesame oil, mirin, and forget the last ingredient. And then I did that and I boiled it together, and then I just threw extra kimchi and lamb, like frozen lamb, like that we did for hot pot in there, and I just boiled it for a bit till it cooked, and then I had that with my sweet potato. And you could, and since I just made a small portion, I just only made enough to have like for one small meal. It was really good, and it was super easy. I didn't have to like think about anything. I liked it so much. It was so good. I've been trying to think of like really easy stuff like that to make for dinner, so I don't have to like think too hard. But yeah, this is the current line art. And then let's turn this off, and then we can look at the new lineup of the Umas before we end stream today. Let's go pull it up. The new lineup. They're right here. I saw this recently. Wait, let me get the... Just pull this black bars in so we can zoom in on them more. No, I gotta pull it down. Doo-doo. I really liked when I saw the designs. First of all, I love Forever Young's design. I think she's so hip and cool. But I love this this girl next to her with the white streak in her hair. I love her like tomboy suit. I think it's so cool, and I like that she has one white shoe and one black shoe. I am a really big fan of like a lot of the mask looking Umamusumes. Casino Drive, yeah. And then I like this light-haired one too. I like the light-haired one, and I like this, like the one with I like this one over here with the cute little like strike on her hair, the one at the end. I like her. Where are them with the outfits? Can I find this one with their actual race outfits? All their race outfits. Umamusume. Umamusume. Where's the image with all of them in their race outfits that I saw on Twitter? New revealed Umamusume. Where's that image? I literally saw it on Twitter when they came out. New Umamusumes. Maybe I need to look on Twitter. Maybe I need to stop looking on Google. Twitter. New Umamusume. Umamusume. Umya-san need eat hi. I say that. Okay, have you guys been pulling? We have the free 10 pulls for now. I can't find it. That's fine. I think each of these is in this Reddit thread. In this Reddit thread I found, they have a link to all the different horses, so I can just pull up their stuff. Oh, this is not... So, someone on this Reddit thread had a link to all of the horses. I thought it would be to the actual horse girls. No, the links all lead to the actual Wikipedia pages for each of the individual horses. That is so funny. I was like, oh my god, yeah, this! No. That's not what it is. That's not what it was. Oh my god, I didn't do my pull for the day. I didn't do my Uma pull. Should I do it on stream? You guys want to see me do an Uma pull on stream? Before we end stream, you want to see me pull for Umamusume? You guys want to see my last pull? You think I'll have good luck if I do it on stream? You think I'll get good luck if I do it right now? Streamer buff time. Okay, let me pull up my Umamusume. Where the frick is my Windows capture? Did I take it off? Gosh darn it. Window capture. Uma. There it is. It's time for gacha luck. I haven't gotten anything from this last, like, none of my free pulls have been a 3-star. Do you think this will be the final time where I actually get a 3-star from this free pull? Have you tried the new scenario? I haven't. I haven't played Uma on stream or at all really other than opening to get login bonuses and stuff. Every day she greets me for my 310 pull and then I don't get anything from it. Guys, do you think today? What if I actually got a 3-star today from this free pull? A nice 3-star would be really cool. Just a single one. Just a single one would be sick. Just a single one from this free pulls, please. Please, thank you. Okay, are you ready? I believe. Let's go. Okay, we're watching. No, it's not looking very good right now. Oh, it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad. I can't wait for this to be so bad. It's okay, I'll cope. We'll be better tomorrow. It's okay. My luck is saving up for Fuji. I'm gonna get Fuji on the first try. Guys, it's saving luck. All of my luck is currently saving so that when Fuji Kiseki comes out, I pull for her and I get her for the first pull. Tomorrow's free card rolls. Maybe tomorrow I'll get a good free card roll from that. Yeah, it's all leading to Fuji first pull. Then I won't have to use any of these extra carrots for Fuji. That's what's gonna happen. I won't get any good pulls until I won't get any free 3 stars until Fuji comes, and then when Fuji comes, I'm gonna pull for her and I'm gonna get her first try. That's how my streamer luck is gonna pull out, you know? I believe. Did you get Mambo? I did get Mambo, but she's not a 3-star, and I got only 1 Mambo. I only got 1 Mambo! And the thing about Mambo, what was so funny for me, was I didn't even really pull for her. Basically, I was like getting frustrated with the free pulls, and I went to my roommate and I said, do you want to try pulling? Because the last time my roommate pulled for me, I got Valentine's Bourbon. So, I was like, hey, will you just tap the screen for me? She's only ever gotten a banner pull. Each time I've given her the chance to pull, it's been a banner. Even if it's a 2-star banner like Mambo. Every time, she's pulled a banner. Do I understand it? No. Maybe it's because she has no stakes in this game. It might just be because she does not give a shit. She pulled Valentine's Bourbon. I went, do you know what you just did? She was like, no, is it bad? No! It was phenomenal. I was like, this is so messed up. I wasn't even streaming. Anyway. Let's find someone to raid tonight. Let's go to Mamie. She's doing karaoke in 3D. Oh, I think Mamie's 3D model's so cute. I'm such a fan. Oh my god, you already have the message. That's crazy. Thanks, Conclaver. That's awesome. Thanks. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. That's super cool. That was super cool, Beam. I didn't say that. That was very millennial core of me, and I'm not a millennial, so don't. I didn't say that. Please don't hear that I said that. Not a millennial, just so everyone knows. So, I'm a zoomer.
Welcome to the Toka Cult, Crybaby.
Wow, Kate! Thank you for being a member for 13 months! Pitch to a local horse racer to name a full Toka and hope you end up in Uma one day. Fingers crossed. Thanks, Kate. I think Tokaku is an amazing, name for a horse. Honorary millennial. I've been told that by many people. It's not my fault. I apologize. Anyway, tomorrow we'll play Uma, and then on Thursday we'll be doing a stream with Yui, and we'll be we'll be doing an after party for the cover of Phony that we're gonna release on her on her page. You might have seen Phony already if you watched her 3D birthday concert, but we're gonna be releasing a full cover with full art, and we hope that you'll like it. I think the art looks really, really good. And I saw you guys talking in my Discord, by the way. It does have art without the masks, okay? Like, I just thought that the cover would be more unique if the masks were based off of, like, animals instead of just, like, the traditional Phony mask. Like, so I made sure to have them be customized to, like, animals that we normally get art with, because I tend to get animal, like, I either have Crybabies or I get animal art of, like, me with a wolf. Because it's, and by the way, the art with me with wolves and stuff like that, sleeping art of me, is not because I'm a furry or because I think wolves are cool or whatever. It's because I always am like, oh, if Yui is gonna get bunnies, then I should be a wolf because I think wolves and bunnies are good together. I think that they're a good shipping type of animal thing, okay? So it's not for anything else. It's because I thought Yui is a bunny, I should be a wolf. Okay? And it's not because I like V-stars. It's just because I think that, you know, it's very like the rabbit and the wolf sort of vibe, you know? So that's why. It's not a furry thing, okay? So that's why my wolf mask is a wolf mask, and that's why she has a bunny mask. But anyway, we're gonna go into Mamie now. And then I will see you guys all tomorrow, okay? It's gonna be at 7 again, 7 PST, okay? 3, 2, 1, win!